Once upon a time, in the heart of the Enchanted Forest, where moonlight painted the trees, silver and moonbeams danced among the leaves, there lived a magical songbird named Aria. She wasn't an ordinary bird. In fact, she was the guardian and sole performer of a special melody that only graced the forest one night each year. What made Aria extraordinary wasn't her feathers, or her nest, or even the place where she lived. It wasn't a special diet or anything like that either. But it was the fact that she had a magical gift, unlike any other bird on the planet. She could sing a special melody, a tune so enchanting that it brought joy and harmony to all who listened. Aria was not just a songbird. She was a creature of emotions, and this New Year's Eve holiday was a particularly special one for her. This year, she hoped to portray an even deeper emotion through her song. But here's the catch. She shared this magical melody only once a year, and it happened on the most enchanting night of all, New Year's Eve. In the days leading up to the grand celebration, Aria fluttered from tree to tree, practicing and perfecting each note. The forest creatures, from the wise old owl to the playful woodland fairies, couldn't contain their excitement. They gathered in anticipation, whispering among themselves about the magical song that would soon grace their ears. As the magical night approached, Aria found herself filled with a mix of nervous excitement. Her vibrant feathers seemed to shimmer with the anticipation of sharing her enchanting song with all the creatures of the forest. She cherished the joy her song brought to the enchanted beings and hoped to bring an even deeper emotional connection through her song this New Year's Eve. On the eve of New Year, as the sun dipped below the horizon, word of Aria's special New Year's Eve song spread across the Enchanted Forest like wildfire. Animals of all shapes and sizes were beginning to gather, preparing to watch the magical moment. Squirrels brought acorn tambourines, rabbits hopped in excitement, and wise old owls perched on branches, ready to hoot along if the feeling hit. Finally, it was time. With a flutter of wings, Aria soared to her favorite branch in the grand oak tree. She perched on a spot overlooking the moonlit glade, where all the creatures of the forest were already gathering. She gazed at the moon and silently thanked it for granting her this extraordinary gift. Tonight, she thought, I'll let my song express the gratitude and love I feel for my forest friends. As the clock struck midnight, Aria knew that it was time to begin. The forest fell silent, waiting for her to start. She took a deep breath and began to sing a delicate lullaby. It echoed through the trees like a gentle breeze. The forest became an active gathering with an array of creatures waiting to hear her famous song. With a twinkle in her eye, Aria began to sing even more. The Midnight Songbird's melody was so enchanting that it reached every corner, touching the hearts of animals big and small. Her melody started softly, like a gentle lullaby, and then slowly built into a joyous crescendo. Her song was delicate, like the first snowfall of winter. It was almost like a secret whispered in the wind. As Aria sang, the song wove through the tree branches, enchanting the stillness of the night. Close your eyes, little ones, Aria sang, her voice a delicate lullaby that echoed through the trees like a calming breeze. Imagine you're right here in the heart of the Enchanted Forest, surrounded by twinkling fireflies and curious woodland creatures. High above, the moon, adorned with a silver tiara of stars and a twinkle in its eye, descended closer to witness the event. Captivated by the melody, the moon began to dance in the night sky, casting a silvery glow that added a touch of magic to the celebration. The animals watched in awe as the moon twirled and waltzed, creating an unforgettable sight. With her eyes closed and feathers aflutter, Aria poured her heart into the song. The melody seemed to echo the wishes and dreams of every creature in the forest, from the tiniest ladybug to the mightiest bear. Each joined in, making a wish for the coming year, filling the air with positive energy and hope. The song soon ended, far sooner than anyone would have wanted, but Aria was so tired. As the last note lingered in the air, the enchanted forest was bathed in a warm, golden glow. Aria felt a warmth in her heart. The forest, now hushed, embraced the magic of the moment. The animals, still enchanted by Aria's heartfelt song, felt a renewed sense of hope and harmony as they ventured off into the new year. The air sparkled with gratitude, and the forest dwellers exchanged smiles, their hearts brimming with the promise of a harmonious new year. And now, every New Year's Eve, this cherished tradition still happens in the Enchanted Forest. Aria's song would echo through the trees, a beacon of hope and togetherness for all the forest animals. The entire area would come alive while the Midnight Songbird's melody was performed for her audience. The song also reminds everyone that even in the darkest of nights, a song of hope and togetherness could light up the world. And when it was over, nestled under the starlit sky, the creatures of the Enchanted Forest often drift into a peaceful sleep, their dreams carrying the echoes of Aria's magical tune. And in the morning, as the first light of the new year dawns, the forest awakes to a world filled with the promise of harmony, kindness, and the joy of shared melodies. From that first night onward, every New Year's Eve became a celebration in the Enchanted Forest. Aria's song echoed through the trees, a beacon of hope and togetherness. The tradition also continued because all the animals enjoyed the performance so much and loved the hope, joy, and touch of magic it gave them afterward. And so, my little dreamers, as you snuggle under your blankets, remember the tale of Aria, the Midnight Songbird. May her magical melody fill your dreams with joy and harmony. Sleep tight and have the sweetest of dreams as you journey into a world where every melody brings a touch of magic to your heart. Good night, Aria. It's time to rest your beautiful voice. Good night, little dreamers. Sweet dreams. Good night, everyone, and Happy New Year to you all.